Hey guys, Garth Ballion here. Finally enjoying a nice little walk. I decided, hey, let's leave early today. I'm done with all my emails. I'm done all my calls. Let's enjoy a nice little walk out in the country, out in the fields. There's no one in sight. No one's out here. Busy new community over there. No one's walking here. It's crazy. That's why I love Canada, you know, like density. Yeah, okay, there's a busy road there. I'm not sure. You could probably see that there. But out here there's a nice little walk. No one's here. Anyway, let's get back to business. I have a lot of people say, a lot of clients, they say, hey, we didn't like our last rental company. That's where we're trying you. We didn't like our last business. That's where we're trying you. It applies for all businesses. The few businesses I've had in my life, that was a common saying, right? And they can even say that after your first rental. We loved your rental. We didn't like our last rental. But 2 tips here. And just because they said they like you now doesn't mean they're gonna like you later. Especially when they say this. Number 1, find out why. That's super important, because you don't want to make that same mistake. Oh, well, you know what? We didn't like our last company because the stuff they provided was dirty. Make sure it's not dirty. We didn't like our last company because we waited 2 hours. They weren't on time. Make sure you're on time. So, lesson here is find out why. Don't just, okay, cool. I'm glad you guys enjoy us. No, find out exactly why, specifics. And number 2, you gotta be weary all of a sudden. Especially if they're like, oh, you know, we didn't like our last couple rental companies, our last few rental companies, our last few businesses that we used. You know, all of a sudden, that guy, that client, that girl, they might be a picky client. So you gotta be a bit weary, right? So, those are my 2 tips. Really find out why they didn't like the last company, and that gives you an opportunity to really improve, to really shine, to really do what the others do, like do good what the others do bad. It's usually simple things. And you can even go as far as to make a note on that client's file. And number 2, you gotta be weary. All of a sudden you might be dealing with a client that's a bit picky. And I've noticed with those clients that say, you know, we didn't like our last couple companies. The relationship often starts strong. You know, I've always tried to build businesses that are strong. But like any relationship, it has an ending point. Or let's say like most relationships with things. You know, it has an ending point. And, you know, eventually, sometimes it deteriorates. Because even when you try your very best, one time you're late, one time, you know, I don't know, you make some mistake. And that client, you know, they have a tendency to end relationships for small things. That's why they're trying a new one. They're always trying a new one. They're not working to sort of strengthen the one that they're with, but they're trying a new one. So I find that relationship doesn't last as long as with a client that doesn't say that to begin with. That doesn't say, hey, you know, we're trying you, or we had issues with the last client or the last couple clients. Anyways, that's just an observation. And again, my tip is find out exactly why and be a bit weary, because you might just be the next client on the chopping block. Guys, sub to the channel. Let's get some business done. Take it easy.